YouTube, what up though? It's your boy Ken. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Ken's Creative Life. And if you're here, appreciate you. Can you please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get all the latest do-it-yourself, home, educational, hobby crafting tips from yours truly. And later, sometime soon, you will be introduced to my beautiful daughter Ivory, who is autistic, and the purpose for me making this channel was to show how you can take simple home crafts and make them into something amazing, all the while implement into your daily life to help you deal with anything you might be dealing with, because what do-it-yourself crafts teaches you is patience. And what I had to learn with my autistic daughter was more patience, because I didn't understand what she was going through, what her diagnosis was or anything like that. So I became frustrated with it myself, but I learned during this time when she would come try to do crafts with me and I'd be like, no, they doing this. I learned to let her start implementing what she wanted to do around me so she could feel included, and that's what I did. So on this channel, if you're still here, we appreciate you. We're going to be showing you how to do something totally different than any other crafters out there. We're not doing what they're doing over there, and they definitely ain't doing what we're doing over here. So, to get into it, let me give you what we up against and what we have right here in front of me. So, I'm going to show you today part one of how you can take a simple, ordinary, everyday household item that you love and need to do every day, or hair, or whatever you might have, and you can turn it into something as beautiful as this. Yes, that's your hairbrush. Or something beautiful as this. Now, all these are not finished. There will be photos put on them. We will go and find a color scheme. We're going to call these our mural brushes. And we're going to tell you everything you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need your paints. I usually use pearl paints. I usually use acrylic paints. Acrylic paints are my go-to paints. I don't have any recommendations on what brand or anything like that. We don't do that over here because we don't endorse anything. We just find what's best for us. Now, I will tell you that acrylic paint use on projects like this are best because of how they lay, easy to work with, and the look once you gloss it up and clear coat it. Now you probably wonder, how did he get that gloss on there? Well, this is just a pre-gloss. It's not even a real gloss. I'll tell you what I don't use. I don't use spray can coating. Doesn't lay right. I'm telling you from experience and trials and tribulations that I've used numerous things and failed miserably, succeeded by trial and error. So anything that I tell you will be proven usage that I've done myself, use what it did, what it didn't do. I'll explain all that. Also, we'll not only be getting into our mural brushes on this channel, speaking about how you can better develop patience if you don't have patience. Some people don't, some people do. I've learned that doing these crafts have taught me a lot of patience just with everyday life, just because when you're doing crafts, you tend to see the vision before it's done. So as you're doing it, it makes you want to move fast and rush. Don't. If you wanted to come out and look amazing, you always take your time. Yes, I could edit it all up and jump right into, this is what you need, here's what I'm doing, and jump right into that, but this is not a channel for that. We're not here trying to get a quick view. We're trying to get engagement into the channel. And I want to show you something simple as this regular wooden box. I've painted on the inside, prepped it a little bit, nothing's done with it. But I'm going to show you how to turn something simple and plain like this into something beautiful and amazing like this. This is all handcrafted as far as paint, design, photos. I didn't use, all these photos are cut out by hand. There's no particular reason. It was a color scheme thing. When it all started coming together, I labeled it with the Lions logo and everything. I know what you think. Anybody can make a jewelry box. And yes, they can. But here, this is not a jewelry box. We did a different play on it. This is for our adults right here. This is for those people who, you know, got the man cave, have company, don't want your kids getting into your stuff. You got some personal stuff that you like. This is not a jewelry box. This is a handcrafted humidor box that I personally made by myself, by hand. As you see, you get the container to hold your adult products, whatever those may be. We'll give you a Lions ladder, Lions football. Can't go anywhere in Michigan without your Lions keychain. Of course, we got lights up in there. We got the mirror. All this is hand done. Don't know if you can see down inside there, but it says, "Let's go Detroit." And on the other inside, we got the no-fly zone, something unique to Detroit. And of course, this is a special edition, but we ain't gonna get into all that. This is for educational purposes only, and we're gonna show you how you can take something as plain as this, or as plain as this, and turn it into this. Now, this method is also the same method we're gonna apply here. For pictures, the gloss, everything like that. I don't have any particular pictures that I use. I just come up with paint schemes. Let me cut this off. Put it all together in front of me, lay it out, and determine what I'm going to do. Now, how I get my pictures, I don't generate any pictures or anything. I'll just go through random books, magazines, whatever I got, and I'll just tear out any type of picture just because it goes with the color. No particular reason, not here to promote or sell anything. We're just using random pictures that we like the color scheme, and we would say, I would take this photo with this brush because of the color scheme, and I would put this there so I could come out with this. So, as that being said, that is how we get our photos. We just take random photos, we color match it, and we don't make anything for the consumption to sell. This channel over here, everything that I do this because this is what I love. This is my passion. Like, I can get up and do this every day. Nobody got to tell me to do this, or I don't have to think about it. I love what I do, and I don't know anybody who does mural brushes or the boxes that I do. We also will be showing how we make designs for our tumblers, the different things we use, techniques, everything. This is a learning channel, people, and we are here to help you learn. Now, as far as my mural brushes, I've been doing these for about 20 years. I've never seen anybody else do them. Every time someone sees them, they're like, "Oh man, that's nice. Why do you do that?" And I say, "Thank you," but I don't sell anything. What I do is I make this because people have collections. So I feel like I know what I like. So if I make something, this isn't for everyday use for me, although it can be. These are completely waterproof, sealed. Your picture will never come out, fade, anything. All you have to do is take a microfiber cloth when it gets a little greasy from hairspray grease, light buffing out, and you'll restore your shine to the original. This is going to have way more shine on. This is just our initial to protect our paint from peeling, so we can avoid having problems like this. So we painted the brush, we sealed it a little bit. From trial and error, we didn't get it because when we peeled our paint, it pulled our tape, it pulled off our paint. So today what we're gonna do, we're gonna show you how you can take something already painted and without scrapping your whole idea or your whole project, how you can repair and restore and make it look just the same, no problem. Because once we gloss it, coat it with clear, any imperfections of raised paint, dipped paint, grooves, everything, we're gonna seal all that in. We're gonna make that smooth. And we're gonna get this nice smooth coating. So all we have to do now is find what photos or what design we wanna put on here. We're gonna match it up, and this is gonna be beautiful in the end. So, first and foremost, we're gonna start with a little bit of brush repair today. Paint repair, that's what I call it. So, we'll take our base of what I call just my little, everybody got their own thing. I use the regular, everyday home thing. I ain't got money to spend on going out here and buying all the fancy doodads and this, so I use the basic stuff. So, we got our metallic blue, metallic black. Like I said, you can use whatever brand you choose. These are metallic paint, so you have to be cautious with these. You do have to do a little bit of prepping your brush before you actually put a paint job on it. So a brush with no paint on it, yes, already, but it's waiting to be painted, we would prep it out like this. So this is black, so this is definitely going to be a darker color paint job. If I was doing a lighter color, I would use white as my base coat, let that dry for a good day, put my other paint on there, which will all show you how to paint, design, and how you can get this marble effect, which is simple. Your lips, a paintbrush, and a little bit of wind. It's easier than it looks, and it comes out beautiful. So that's a little design right there. So right now what we're gonna do, we got a paint job that we wanna do. We wanna keep this paint job. I've already smoothed down this, cut off all the rough edges so we don't have anything. We're gonna do something simple as this. Doesn't take anything spectacular. I'm gonna shake our paint. Put a dab on the spot. Let it fall over here. Don't wanna have too much. One little dab. We wanna mix that with a little hint of black. Don't wanna make it overpowering, so we'll take a little dab right here. If you can see that, not sure, but if you can. Now, all you need for this, any type of paintbrush that you got. You wanna, if it's a small job, of course you wanna stick with a brush that's small in width. Doesn't matter the height. You just want to get something that'll help you work and stay within your line. So today, since we're just doing a simple texture job and we don't want to make it crazy, we're going to use a little thin angled brush. Not particularly about the angle, but we just want to go back over our job, come out, and paint it so it comes out smooth on our new old paint job and not look as if we had to make any critiques to it or anything. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but as you can see, there's a little, we got too much paint there. So we're gonna fix that. And we're gonna do it with a simple and easy method nobody ever would have thought of. And like I say, everything that you see now, you will not see eventually when it dries, because it dries very flat. And that, so we're gonna get our little marbling with the black and the blue. We're gonna do something simple as this. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but we got the blue, put a little wind on it, and then marbled off a little bit with the black, blended in, came down to the edge. We'll just smooth that out with natural air. There are no straight lines in nature. Shouldn't be on your paint job. Now, simple air, no looks crazy. Pause on that. This we'll show you on part 2. Once this fully dries, comes out, I'll show you before I put a gloss coat on it, how I made this look. So, for today, we did our first paint job, touch-up, because we had to repair this brush because I painted it the first time. I didn't like it. Still don't really like it. Not sure if I'm gonna strip this down and repaint the whole thing, but we're gonna see how this comes out and let that dry. And when we come back and do our second part, we'll look at it, see if we could get better, if we could smooth it out, which I don't believe we want to. And that's that. All right. So I know you're saying, well, I didn't get on this channel just to see that. No, you didn't. Like I said, this is not a channel where we just want to breeze through everything. The reason I'm making these videos in the way I'm making them with the long dried out thing is because, like I said, my daughter has autism. Autistic kids are like kids, to me, my personal opinion, like kids with ADHD. They want everything instantly. Just like when they're on the phone scrolling up to the next one, instantly. So I base this whole principle of me making these videos, which I don't ever do, but for the help of my daughter, and I know she'll be down here soon. She's probably just not waking up, but she'll be down here. She'll be asking to paint, and you'll see I'll give her that. But yeah, so we're gonna do a raw paint job. I'm going to show you how I took a plain brush like this, which was this, base prepped it like this, and came out with this. And the end product, although it's not a brush, same principle and concepts apply to making brushes and boxes. Yes, this can be a jewelry box. It possibly is. Whoever wants it, it's a jewelry box, and then whoever gets it. Whoever I give this away to, like I usually do, I mostly give my stuff away to people I think will appreciate it, because yes, it's an art and craft. You can use it every day, but at the same time, you still have to be respectful of that it's a craft, so you have to take care of it and treat it as such. I used to give away my artwork to family and friends who say, oh man, that's beautiful, I love it, I would love one of them. I hand it to them. I come back over and visit, or they visit, I send the brush the next time with a box, and it'd be tore up. They didn't care. People are not going to have the same appreciation for the things that you make when it comes to taking care of those things, to preserve them. Not all. There are collectors. Me, I'm a collector of things unique. This, to me, is something unique, so when I make them, I put my stuff to the side, keep it, and maybe one day it will be of some value to someone else. To me, it's worth a lot because I take time doing it and I don't rush. And the reason I take my time, because it comes out better. When you do something from front to top to bottom, all the way through, not skipping none of the steps, you appreciate it more, and I do. Because I won't even begin to tell you how long it took me to make this box. Trim all my felt, put the lights in, come up with ideas to border the lights in there, figure out what I was going to do with this. So, although it took me quite some time, which I took my time purposely, the end result is something that I love. I'm very proud of this box. It's not even my best, but it's one of my best I'm proud for. And even though my team lost, I made it as a tribute to them for Man Cave. Still love the look, the design, and the color. We'll do a lot of stuff on this. My main focus and what I'm good at, I like to stick to that. I don't like to be one of those crafters who want to try and do any and everything. I got a certain little thing that I do. Although I do know how to do a lot of different other crafts and stuff like that, I'll leave that for the people who just trying to make a quick flip on something, hurry up, make something and get it out. Make a bulk of it. These are not bulk rate do-it-yourself creative items because it takes time to make them, and I consider these collector's items because I've been to stores, I've been in places, I've seen a bunch of painted brushes with just a little paint and a word on them. Nothing meticulous, nothing that I'd be like, oh, I want to get there. I like the paint job, the picture, the photo. That's me. So that's what I do. Yes, people can put your own personal photos on here. If people still do that, I know the phones are taking all that away. But this is just the intro of what we're going to be doing on this channel. And if you like arts and crafts and you are a patient person, you like learning new things, I can't guarantee this is something new. I know I've been doing it for 20 years. I learned this when I was in my former past life of lostness, incarcerated. I started doing these. And there, everybody loved them, from inmates to guards to everybody. So I would make them, and I just critiqued myself and kept practicing, getting good at my craft, because it was something that I found that without any motivation or anything, I would wake up and do every morning. Apologies, excuse me. Yeah, so yeah, man. I hope everybody who's here continues to be here and continues to roll out with us here at Ken's Creative Life. Like, where? Because at Ken's Creative Life, nothing here is perfect. Nothing here is ultra fabulous to others. But to me, yeah, I'm happy. I got my kids, my life, the things that I love doing. And I get to share and show people. You know, some people get things and it's like, oh, I don't want nobody to know because they might steal my idea, whatever like this. If it's your thing and it's what you do, no matter who you show, they're not going to put the same type of passion in it as you, and it's not going to come out looking like you. I've showed this to many people, tried to show, and although they tried, the patience of learning, success and failure, of ups and downs, if you're not going to get it perfect the first time. I've been doing it for 15, 20 years and I still mess up. Perfect example. So I'm just here really to share my passion and the things I love, and hope that somebody out there love it too. And also at the same time, when my daughter starts being in these videos and coming over and doing her stuff, I'm looking for people to drop me comments and let me know, what ways have you learned, if you have a child or know someone with autism, what have you seen that helped? Because I got no clue. My daughter was just diagnosed a couple of months ago, and although we knew she had it before, you know, it's nothing like getting an official diagnosis because you're in denial, you don't know what to do. So this was something that I stumbled upon, just letting her play around with it and seeing her do her stimming. If people, you know anyone with autism, you don't know what that is. It's when a person is like this, they're really excited. That to me is, I've got so much excitement. Ooh, I want to say it, but I can't get it out. That's what autism is to me. So what I did was I took my personal experience with my daughter, what we're going through, and we're going to have discussions as we do these crafts, because it's therapy for me. And hopefully I can get something out of this the same way I'm hoping you can get something out of this. Maybe you won't get the crafts. Maybe you won't do the brushes. Maybe you'll take the technique and apply it to something that you love and something that you like. And that's okay. That's the beauty of art. Art is what you make it. It's the artist's perception, and you make that perception be another person's perception. To somebody else on the street, this is just a painted hairbrush. To somebody else, that's a beautiful work of art. That's somebody else being me, and it's not even completed. So this is the type of channel we're here for: dialogue, discussions. This is my daily vlog. What I'm going through in my life. No, I'm not rich. I don't have any endorsements. I'm unemployed. I'm using this as a means to spend more time with my daughter, be at home in the presence, and hopefully get something therapeutic out for her as well as myself, because I don't have the answers and I'm trying to deal with it. So this is why we say we mix with arts and crafts and autism live together, because just because my daughter has the autism doesn't mean that I'm not learning, and I don't. I'm feeling the same way she is, because her frustration is my frustration. We love our babies. Yeah, so we're gonna just talk about life, and you know, people don't realize that something simple as doing arts and crafts is a lot of people's therapy. a lot of people's non-verbal therapy. And you know, we got people out here who just like to learn, like myself. I like to learn new things. I never knew how to do something like this. Never thought I would be doing something like this. The thought passed my brain. A friend of mine who was doing the same thing showed me and made a lot of mistakes. Good guy, friend of mine, former friend of mine when I was incarcerated, and we just put our brains together. We started doing these, and we was kicking them out. We was getting rid of like 50 of these a month between inmates bound for their families, their cells, guards, everything. But now that I'm free and I don't have to use that as a hustle to survive in the place I don't want to be, I'm where I want to be. I get to relax and do all the things I want to do. I decided to start doing it here at home. And in that process, I learned, hey, this might be good for my autistic daughter. It might not cure, of course it's not, but it may help her cope with her other learning tools that she gets when she goes to her ABA or speech therapy class or food eating class, because she's not mute, but she doesn't speak. Autism hits kids differently, people differently. Some are fully functional, some not, but here's where arts and crafts and autism live together in everyday life. That's what we're about at this channel. We're not here to blow nothing up here. You know what? Or not, we're just here to teach, learn. Hopefully I can inspire you and show you something, and hopefully you can show me something. So, if you're still here and you like what we're doing, this is just the intro and to introduce ourselves to the world and what type of channel we'll be. And like I said, we will be tackling things that we've never tackled before. So, till the next time, join us again tomorrow for part 2 of Ken's Creative Life, my daily vlog, where arts, crafts, and autism live together. If that was good enough for you, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We hope to see you again soon. Please come back and learn this. It's a beautiful art, and you can apply this same technique to any of your arts and crafts that you might be doing at home.